Hello. I get to follow Celebrity Flow. What an amazing product. I'm Debbie Fiorino. Thank you, Mary Pat and Joni, for having me here today and being able to present. Again, Debbie Fiorino, I'm the Senior Vice President for Dream Vacations, CruiseOne Cruises Inc, and part of our parent company, World Travel Holdings, the largest distributor of cruises in North America. So, presentation. Oh, back up. Okay, there we go. So my career began in human resources almost 30 years ago. My 30th high school reunion is this week. In fact, for the first 11 years at World Travel Holdings, I was in human resources. And then I moved, literally, from Boston to Florida, just in case you can't tell that there is no R in my vocabulary, to run the franchise and host division, the brands that you see on the screen. You may be asking how the HR lady moved from human resources to running a revenue unit. I will explain how you make that connection through my talk today. I was asked to talk about leadership and why it makes a difference for those around you and ultimately to the success and profitability of running a business, any business. With only 8 minutes, the best way to do that is to tell a real life story. So I'd like to tell you about myself and how I've used it in running this division. You can then apply it to create your success in profitability in your own small business. So the talk is about the soft stuff is the hard stuff. And everything I'm going to talk about today is about the soft stuff. In 30 years in business, and in these last 4 years of running this division, things like transparency, trust, culture, communication are the things that have made the difference. They are not always easy. Things like investment in technology, marketing programs, back office systems are extremely important, as we've heard all week long so far. But they can be bought, they can be copied, they can be innovated. It is not what makes a difference between good and great. As Jackie Freeman said yesterday, hi Jackie, you are a small, I hear you, there you are. You are a small fish. Be the best small fish. You can't get caught up in sizzle or big company speak. You don't eat off of that. It is our jobs, any of the hosts, franchises, or consortia in the room, to make you as profitable as possible and not allow you to get swallowed. There was a great TED Talk about leadership. It's called Listen, Learn, Then Lead by retired 4-star General Stanley McChrystal. The last thing he states in his speech is up here on the screen. He says, I came to believe that a leader isn't good because they're right. They're good because they're willing to learn and trust. This isn't easy stuff. And it isn't always fair. You can get knocked down and it hurts and it leaves scars, but you're the leader. The people you've counted on will help you up. And if you're a leader, the people who count on you need you on your feet. If a 4-star general tells us that the soft stuff is the hard stuff, I think we should believe him. So what is servant leadership, which is also what my talk is about today? Again, another definition on the screen, but notice the words like shares power, the needs of others first, helps people develop and ultimately perform as highly as possible. The only variable that you do have control over is what is inside your company. That is why leadership matters and will make the difference and allow you to succeed. Leaders make the choice to sacrifice so people feel comfortable, and that is when remarkable things start to happen. Leadership is a choice, it is not a rank. How many people have experienced a so-called leader and you wouldn't follow them anywhere? Now, how many people have experienced someone with no authority, but you would follow them because they are the types of people that look to the left of them and to the right of them and take care of people? That, my friends, is servant leadership. And that is what we do within this division of World Travel Holdings. Now, you may be saying, Debbie, I don't have employees. You're in a big company. It's not the same. How does this apply to me as a small business owner? Everything I discuss does deal with how you lead teams, but it also has everything to do with how you lead your customer. You see, our customer is the franchisee or travel agent. Everything I mentioned, which I learned in human resources, is applied to our customer, and it's what makes the difference. Trust, transparency, cooperation. They believe you. They might not always agree with you, but they feel safe, secure, and taken care of. That's where the magic happens. So we know leadership, creating trust, transparency is the hard stuff. Let's talk a little bit about starting with why, which is also the soft stuff. There was another gentleman named Simon Sinek who wrote a book, Start With Why. This is about knowing your value proposition. However, you need to start with why and not what. Simon uses a great example of why Apple Computer is so innovative, more innovative than anyone else. He states they're just a computer company. They have the same access to talent, resources, media, consultants than all other computer companies have access to. Why are they different? They start with why and not what. And then they start with why, they go to how, and then they go to what. I highly recommend you look at his TED Talk. It's one of the most watched TED Talks out there, and listen to how he explains it. He says, you see, all great inspiring leaders think, act, and communicate the same way. Everyone knows what they do. You know you sell travel. But inspiring companies, inspiring leaders will tell the world why first. Back to my story. The division is the fastest growing division of World Travel Holdings. I believe that is because we focus on why we do what we do, and we don't focus on profitability. Profitability is never a reason why you do what you do. It's always a result. Our why is to give the world an opportunity to work with a travel agent by providing great support. Now, how do you tell the world why you do what you do? Do you say, hey, I'm Sally, I sell vacations, want to buy one? This is what you do. And you can buy a vacation from anyone. They can buy a vacation from anyone. Find out your why, tell them that first, and then tell them how you will do it and then what you do. Yesterday, during Orlando's inspirational message to all of us as travel agents, it spoke directly to this. If you listened closely, and I did, I was sitting at his table, as he talked about the impact of travel can have on humanity, he said, it may be why you do what you do. I couldn't agree more, as evident by my next slide. Let's use an example of what that could look like if your why is to show as many people the world as possible. Try this. We want to make dreams come true and open people's hearts and minds to new cultures and new places. As travel agents, we do it by providing the best value in the travel space. We sell dream vacations. See the difference? It must be authentic and it must be real, but you need to talk about your why first. The value of the travel agent is in everything you say and do. They will believe you, and they will tell others too. The theory is simple here. Simon says, the goal is not to do business with everyone who needs what you have. The goal is to do business with people who believe what you believe. It works with so many successful companies. It works for World Travel Holdings, and it can work for you. We focus on our customer and what they need to be successful. Travel agents, you are the brand. You are in your communities. You create the relationships. That is what builds businesses. We provide the technology, the marketing, and the support that is aligned with our customers' needs. And as hosts, we cannot be thinking about where technology is today or what came out last year, but where is it going? I tell and challenge my team by reminding them of what the great hockey player Wayne Gretzky said. I want to be where the puck is going, not where it is. But they ultimately buy from you. Tools, insights, and data are irrelevant if you aren't building relationships. Focus on servant leadership and the soft stuff, and you will see great results. It is hard, but it is worth it. Last, as you consider a host, make sure you can align yourself with the right organization that will help you be able to do for your customers what is done for you. With that, before I leave, I can't help myself. I would like to give a big shout out to the 24 new Dream Vacations agents that are here today that joined our organization 4 days ago for their initial training in Fort Lauderdale, and all those here from Cruises Inc, CruiseOne Dream Vacations. We got your back. Thank you.